First of all, welcome back to Titusville. It's very nice to see you. We saw you down at the ribbon cutting when you were here the last time in Titusville, and that was a momentous occasion. Again, you have the honor of coming back for another momentous occasion. There's been a lot of talk about job creation and economic development, but you mentioned something that's near and dear to a lot of folks around here, and that's shale development as well. I was wondering if you might be able to shed a little bit of light, say, on your perspective on the downstream part of the shale gas industry in this area.
Well, first of all, I'll give you a little statistic. The state of Pennsylvania is now the number 2 natural gas producing state in the country, behind Texas. Last year we produced 3 trillion cubic feet of gas. It's projected that by the year 2020, the state of Pennsylvania will produce 25% of the natural gas used in this country. Now, you asked a question about downstream. We have the raw material coming on very, very quickly, and you're absolutely right. Now we want to try to develop the downstream industries to go with that, because that's where you're going to get the value added.
What is, I guess the question is, what has been the biggest challenge in making the shale industry grow and then grow a little bit more westward into the western part of the state?
Actually, the biggest challenge is they're producing more gas than the market can absorb, which has driven down the price. And when the price goes down, they pull the rigs out of the state. So it's a strange phenomena, because if we could absorb the gas, there would be a lot more activity here. It's just, for right now, we don't have the pipeline capacity to move the gas wherever it needs to get. So now the infrastructure has to catch up with the drilling.
And that's going to.
I mean, again, during my lifetime, I've seen the Pennsylvania economy go up and down many, many times. But I really think the state of Pennsylvania, primarily because of energy, as the driving cost, has a really bright economic future.
And this is probably going to come as a little bit of a curveball, I guess, but there are some who would say that Pennsylvania has sort of an unfriendly business climate. Is that changing? Is that going to help?
It's changing. I think if you compare us to the other Middle Atlantic and let's say the New England states, we're really not that bad. I think we've come a long way. Of course, Northeast has a bad image relative to some other regions in the country, but I don't think we have that bad of a climate, and I think we're a business-friendly state.
Well, thank you for spending some time with us.
One question, and still look at Mark. Tell us about Titusville's attitude and what they're doing right that could be a model for the rest of the state.
As I travel around the state, I see that the communities that do good strategic thinking and have some good entrepreneurs and can pull together with a good short-range and long-range strategy, they are the communities that are doing the best, and I've seen plenty of examples of that here in Titusville. I think Titusville has a very bright future.